Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the second segment, episode 201 of Sold with Updike Pugh. I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and today we want to give you a quick overview on how buydowns can add value for both buyers and sellers.
You know, with interest rates being as low as they've been now forever, now that they're popping up, buyers are looking at this and they're saying, "Wait, that's going to cost me what?"
Yep. And this is a really interesting time because this is also one of the elements that does benefit both the buyer and the seller. And because typically we don't see it happen quite so much, especially as lopsided as the market has been right now.
Yeah.
Buyers have really had to dig deep to make things happen, and sellers have been able to just put anything on the market for quite some time.
So I'm the king of slides. We're only going to show you one today.
One.
But
it has a ton of information.
It does. So pop that up and let's kind of walk through the difference here.
And so what we're talking about right here is if we had a house that was $750,000, and you can see in that first column, we're going to talk about full price offer, and it breaks it down to the loan to value of 80%, the loan amount of $600. Looking at the rate, we want to really talk about that 7% interest rate, and the APR does jump up to 7.05, but that is also us only taking into consideration right now principal and interest, because taxes and insurance will vary from area to area. And so this is just really helping us be able to look at apples to apples when we go across the board.
So that's in a full price offer, 7% interest, 80% loan to value. That payment's going to be $3,992 a month on principal and interest.
So say that the house couldn't quite go under contract as fast as you'd like. So the first option would be to take and make a price reduction. And so in the second middle column, what we're going to talk about is doing a 20% or a $20,000 price reduction. So that would bring the sales price to $730. Everything else goes down the same. Now, what we're going to talk a little bit different is that the monthly payment goes down to $106 for the seller. It also, or the buyer, and it also decreases the amount to close by $4,000, which in a 10-year savings would be $10,502, and a total of $14,502 in savings to the buyer at a price reduction of $20,000 to the seller.
And so in the last column, we're going to talk about the seller offering to do this buy down for the buyer to get them a better interest rate. So leaving that sales price at $750,000, no price reduction, 80% loan to value. The loan amount is $600,000, but by paying a little bit, by the seller paying $12,000 at closing, they are going to allow that buyer to get an interest rate of 6.125.
So that is actually 2 points down, and that adjustment of 2 points down actually puts a total of $5,200 or $52,000 in the buyer's pocket at the end of the term. This also, when we said, gives buyers and sellers both a win. It gives the seller the full price on the house.
It does. It makes so much sense for buyers because, you know, basically the seller is paying some prepaid interest for the buyer, getting them a lower interest rate, and, you know, them saving some, keeping some money, and then the buyer also saving some money.
And this is the first time that I have ever seen this done. But then again, this is the first time that in real estate I've ever had interest rates at 7%. And so it's really interesting to see that this creativity in the marketplace really showed up within 3 weeks of rates going up. I mean, almost immediately. And so this is a really great way for both buyers and sellers to come out ahead in this little market.
You know, like we've always said, just, you know, marry the house and date the interest rate.
Absolutely. So we hope you found this interesting. It was a quick second segment, but it's packed full of really great information. If you would like us to help you and kind of break that down a little slower for you, we are happy to do that.
We will.
And just remember, we want to be realtors for life.
When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life.